I'm spilling them beans. Oh, yeah. I'm spilling them beans. Oh,
Well,
What beans you got for me today, Bean?
I feel better today
You feel better today?
doing this one than the last one, so
Do you want to recap your morning?
yeah. And then we got to talk about like the past weekend.
Yes, this is true.
Okay, so yesterday, actually it starts yesterday. Insane work.
Which thing started yesterday?
The DMV. First of all,
Oh yeah, it did start yesterday.
immediately after I got home from all that and was on TikTok, my entire TikTok feed was just like people hating on the DMV, dude.
That's so
hard.
funny.
And I was like, oh, thank you, TikTok.
That's so funny.
But I went and they told me basically that I had to come back today because they need to my record's going to be expunged soon, but they had to get confirmation on that, or I don't even know what. It went in one ear and out the other, but I was just like, all right, tomorrow. So I get there and I'm there for 2 hours. Originally thought it was going to be 1 hour. Mm-hmm. So by the second hour, I'm feet are flat on the ground. I'm this, sitting there, staring off into another dimension. And then I get up there, and she's like, all right, you got your ID? Yup. Birth certificate or, whatever. I just keep handing her shit. And then she's looking at my two forms of address or two whatever. And she's like, oh, is your lease not notarized? And I'm looking at her if you're going to say some shit, I just sat here for 2 hours. If you're going to say some shit, I'm going to freak out. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, it needs a notary stamp on it. I can't count this. And I was like, what? First of all, it was all done online. So why? That doesn't make any sense to me. I thought you only did that shit for cars and I don't even know.
If it needs to be notarized, we were never notified.
Yes, we were not ever made aware of that. And then
because we've been living here for 3 months, so you'd think by law it's all right for us to be here. Isn't that what a notarization is?
Exactly. It has my name and the address. That's all you said you needed. Stop arguing with me. So then I was like, she could tell I was visibly about to freak out.
She got hit with a ma'am.
Yeah, she was like, listen, just go get your car title out of your car, head over to this store, and they'll change your registration for your car to Tennessee, and then I can use that. And I was like, great. Get out to my car. I'm like, no way I have my title. I don't even have my Social Security card. No one knows where it is. It's just walking around somewhere in my house, hiding out with the mice or something.
You just gotta apply for a new one, dude. It's super easy. So I just did it.
True, but where's my OG one?
Doesn't matter.
I've never even seen it with 2 eyes.
I've had 4 Social Security cards. Because my mom lost my first one, I lost my second one, I lost my third one, and now I have my 4th one. And it's in my wallet. And if I lose that, then I'll get a 5th one. Well, also, our Social Security doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah, I didn't even I don't know. It was always such a big deal when we were in high school.
They stole it, bro. I mean, literally, it is a big deal because we need it for so many things. But also, the whole black market has it now.
Yeah.
So it's what is the purpose?
And you're telling me you can get a new one so easily?
I don't feel very socially secure if I'm being honest.
Well, anyway.
Sorry.
So I was like, I don't have my title. And I was like, God damn it. I just sat there. But it's not even that I sat there. A total, I was gone 3.5 hours. It's the fact that I also went there yesterday morning for an hour and a half debacle that just combined for a chunk of my morning and an entire morning just completely time wasted. And this lady was like, I don't normally talk back or like say shit to like people like that. Like I don't. I'm just like, okay. Like I will take it and walk away. Could not this time. I was like, I literally was like, why would it have to be notarized? Like I could not get it through my brain. And she was like, well, just to make sure it's like real and like verify. And I was like, it's literally like it is real. It could not be more real because I am living in there. I have been living there for 2 or 3 months. Like I've been here. And she was just like, I'm sorry. And I was like, and the like title lady, I like went out and it had like, I had this slip of paper from the sale that had like all the information from the title on it, like the number, everything like that. And then it just also had all the sales stuff on it. And it, like, I know it wasn't the actual title, but it had all the information from it, like, written in on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what about this? And she was like, no, that's not the actual form. And I was like, are you fooling me right now? Like, there's no way.
I just don't understand, like, why it has to be so...
Also, why? Because the paper I gave her for my social security card was literally, like, my grandma took a picture of my W-2, sent it to me, and then I printed that picture off onto another piece of paper. And you could tell. Like, you could tell. And that was fine. That was completely valid and okay.
Bro.
But my lease that's signed by me is not, it's not okay. It didn't work out. And also, it downpoured on the way home so bad that everyone just, like, stopped driving. Like, everyone had their blinkers on. Everyone was just like, we're going to wait.
Maybe we go to the post office and do a change of address form.
No, I already did that. I just threw it away.
Yeah.
This was like I threw it away as soon as I got it. I didn't remember you asked me about it, and I was like, yeah. Anyway,
yeah, but fuck that, and now I have to go in 2 days and try the same thing. But I'm pretty sure I have all the correct documents. For once in my life, I'm fully prepared.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I'm happy it's working out for at least one of us. Like,
maybe we don't know.
It was. I'm not rageful anymore. But, like, I've been full of rage.
Well, it's because we went to the gym. We got to get it out.
And it's a full moon. So my
And
rage is
a full
amplified
moon.
by the full moon.
Dude, I keep forgetting that. I've been feeling fucking nuts all day. Like, just like...
Same.
Not like, I don't know. Just like not entirely in control.
No, same. When I was, like, going... That's why it made me laugh that I was so rageful after. Oh, and I called one of my best friends, like, a cunt. And just, like, ripped her a new one for not answering me, and then just said the most bizarre shit to her, like, about shooting up this DMV, because I was so mad. Which was also just, like, insane. But
sometimes you gotta let it out.
Anyway, my, like, vibe on the way there, probably hallucinated the entire, don't know how I got there. Like, I just, like, ended up there, you know?
Fair enough.
And even before that, like, walked the dogs, and just, like...
Dude, I unloaded several trucks today.
Autopilot.
100% autopilot. Like, yes, I was listening to the book, so I was, like, pretty in that, but, like, it doesn't explain, because, like, random times I would be, like, in the middle of the truck, I'd have, like, 6 pallets left, and be like, how the fuck did I get here? Like, how did I do this? I don't remember doing any of that, and I have to be careful when I do this, so, like... Who's doing it? Like who is running shit right now? Because it ain't fucking me. I don't know. Like I was just like, I was acknowledging the autopilot, which I don't normally do. I just like let it do its thing.
I always.
It's like that Rick and Morty episode with the night people. It's like the night people are taking over the day.
Dude. That one was crazy. That was one where I was actually like, this is fucked.
I also thought it was crazy that like Summer was in charge. She's like Night Summer is in charge here.
Yeah, so
but
I was just a pit full of rage all day because that happened. And I don't even know.
Archie,
I feel like there was more, like I can't remember it. The dogs are being, I think the full moon is, like, freaking them out, too, maybe, in the storms.
Lunatics.
And just, like, They're insane. Like that. Like, why did he do
That
that?
heavy ass bone almost dropped right on his leg, and he would have freaked out. But instead, it hit my hand. Archie,
I
you
was
don't even
waiting to
know.
see the trajectory I was going to
You
take.
don't even know how bad that could have been for you, dude.
Do we want to hear about the weekend now? Because it's just been honestly like days of
Bizarre,
like,
bizarre shit.
and it has. I'm telling you, dude, full moon.
So
Only explanation.
it was Friday when
Yeah.
we went to the lake on Friday. Well, not the lake. We didn't go to the lake. We went to the state park to hang out near the lake and the cliffs. And I decided, since we didn't have the dogs, I was going to go wild and start climbing shit, which I did, and I was doing pretty efficiently, I will say. Dude, I was fucking
We were all,
scaling
like,
those
climbing
cliff
shit.
sides. And then I kept fucking up and hurting myself. But I never fell fully. I just, like, fucked up my stomach and my shoulder, and I hit my head really hard. And I think I might have got a low-grade concussion, but I'm not worried about it.
Definitely a concussion.
But later, I was done being super crazy, but being perched up in a tree, you're just fucking with the cord to fuck with the cord, bandit. That's what you're doing.
Do you need more treat?
Anyway,
Continue the story.
so I was being perched up in a tree, and we're like, all right, we all got to perch. So I perched well. I perched like Spider-Man, and I was wearing my sweatpants that had the shallowest pockets, and I had my phone in my pocket, and I was in that tree for like 5 to 10 minutes before anything happened. Just like perched in that spot. Bandit, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. Please get out of here. Like,
Bandit, come on.
we need a net on this thing. They can't come under here.
We do have a net.
Bandit. For real, I love you. I do dearly. Be gone. Vamoose, scram, amscray.
Scray. Come over here.
Anyway, and my fucking phone, just randomly, 5 to 10 minutes into being perched in this tree,
No.
bloop, falls into the water. I hear Zai go, no way. And for some reason, my response was, I did indeed drop my phone into the water.
I didn't even realize that's what happened.
Bean just heard a bloop and thought it was a rock.
Indeed.
So I got down and I was like, well, there goes that. Like, phone's gone for sure. That's fine. I'll accept it. Like, new life without a phone.
It's just like one of those moments where everyone's like,
Instantaneously, I was accepting it. I was like, I'm good. I'll be phoneless. I'll just like become a phone dick, like a no phone dick. Like, just be like, yo, fuck you guys. You're always on your phones. I wouldn't know about that. But like, I was like fully preparing for that lifestyle. And then they're like, if that were me, I would jump in and get it. And
I would have. Like, if it was my phone, I would have.
Couldn't let that slide. I had to get it because, like, why not? That was a good point. Like, it was a very good point. It was $1,000 in all my data right there, 10 feet from me. I just had to do it. So I stripped down to my underwear, climbed down the side of this rock, not super far. This was a smaller rock. But then I had to, like, stand on these rocks, and I couldn't just jump in the water because it was, like, a mystery how shallow it was. You didn't know, and there was, like, jagged rocks.
Individual.
Had I jumped in the water, would have fucked myself up. I know because I did get in the water eventually, but it took me way too long. Anyway, I got under the water, couldn't see, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing this. I want to go home. And Zai was like, this is a silly idea, but hear me out. And I was like, all right. And he's like, maybe we go and get some goggles. I was like, okay, because then I could see if we do. Okay, let's do that. So we go to the Dollar General. We get 2 pairs of goggles because I just fucking knew it. I just knew the first one weren't gonna work. So Bean suggested I get the mask goggles, and I did.
Yes.
And we got there. It took me forever to get back to the water because it was 10 times colder than it was 30 minutes prior. And I get in the water again, taking off all my clothes. It's very cold. So sad.
It was so tragic to watch.
It was tragic as fuck.
It was hard to watch.
I got in there. Eventually, got the balls to get the whole way in the water. I was like, give me the goggles. Used them. They sucked. I knew it. I had Bean give me the other goggles. Went down there and I looked all around, couldn't find it. I was like, fuck, all right, that's it. I'm giving up. I'm not going down again. And I start coming back up and like it just appears 3 inches in front of my face, just like ready to be picked up. So I snatched it on the way up and just came out of the water like this with my phone.
We have it on video.
We
too,
do have
which
it
is
on
great.
video. Which being so elegantly posted on social media.
Yes.
Thank you for that. So glad everyone gets to see that. Not just my
Dude,
2
it was
roommates,
just
who I'm
like-
very close with already. Everyone gets to see
It was
that.
just like such an epic tale, though. Like we had such a good time.
There's no
climbing those
context for that
rocks.
at all. That's just a video of me
Yeah.
in my underwear in the water. There's no context for that in
Coming
that
up
post.
with your phone, you can like see that you don't have your phone in your hands the first time. You just
Yeah.
come out of the water like
Yeah.
with your phone.
I look like the rake.
I'm sorry, but like it was an epic moment.
It was an epic moment.
If you were there.
It was an epic moment. I'm glad that it was caught on video because no one would believe me.
I was like clinging to that rock taking this video, so like
I
death grip on my phone, arm hooked around a root.
She was. And also, I like came up with my phone and I was so cold and so angry and so over everything. And I was just like, someone fucking take this phone from me right now. That's when the video ends.
Yeah.
And Bean took it from me and tapped it. It was on. Worked perfectly fine.
So insane.
The speakers were fucked up, but then I got home and played loud music and now the speakers are fine too. So like, I guess I just win infinitely now. Even when I fucking
just
lose.
like couldn't believe. I don't know what I thought, but like when the Face ID came up, I was like, I thought it was gonna glitch and like turn off or something. That's why I was like, dude.
I will say the only thing I had to do was like there was water inside the charging part, so I had to like. Well, it was dead by the time I got home. I plugged it in. It was like, nah, sorry, dude. There's water in here. We can't charge right now. Like we're gonna blow up. So I'm like, okay, sick, rice. I go and put it in some rice for like 2 hours, just fucking with my thumb up my ass because I don't know what to do with my phone because I'm a zombie just like everybody else.
You were just yapping, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
yeah,
looking
I was
around, yapping.
traveling, dude. I was pacing all around. I was getting active. But then eventually, like 11:30 rolls around, so it's like 6 hours without this thing. And I get back on it, and there's like no text at all. I was like, all right. What was I even missing?
Yeah, dude, I hate
I will
that
say,
happens.
since then, though, my phone's been active as fuck. No one's leaving me alone. Dude, especially yesterday night.
Yeah.
Everybody and their grandmother texted me in the very few hours that I've been occupied this whole time that I've been here.
Yeah.
My mom, my stepmom, both of you, fucking my childhood best friend for some reason after like 10 years was like, this is the time. I need to hit this guy up. So I finally, for once, put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Had to.
Mine's always on D&D.
It is. Bean thinks she's famous or something. She's been on
Dude, I don't
D&D
wanna
for
be
like 4
disturbed
years.
by
Like
anyone.
always.
Because once I found out that you could even do that, I was like, I'm not turning it off. Because also, okay, it's my favorite thing for this reason. Because some people, like a good like chunk of people, are like, oh, I'm not going to text you if you have that on because it's fucking annoying. Or like, they'll just be mad about it in some aspect or like annoyed by it or whatever. They'll have some sort of reaction to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I always say like, well, I'm not turning it off so you can like deal with it. And everyone, like, I might say it 5 times and also like I might be a dick about it, but like everyone just lets it go eventually. Like it is one thing you can break everyone to give into.
Also, there's this button. It's my favorite button, and it says notify anyway.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I
Just notify me
fucking
anyway.
I hit the shit out of that every time I text you because I'm like, I want you to read this right now.
Yeah.
Half the time it's like nighttime or
Well,
like
you have to also realize all my notifications are off. So
I
even
figure
if
it does
you hit
nothing.
notify, it
It
doesn't
makes me
notify.
feel better though. I don't care if it
No,
actually
but that's
does.
like the other trick behind it is people are like, oh, like I hit notify. Doesn't matter because I'm not gonna get a notification for messages anyway.
Archie, stop growling at me, bro. You're
Like I just
in my
don't get them.
space.
And honestly, I did that because do you remember when everyone was like, oh, like I'm doing my Instagram break, or like they would turn their notifications off for a while.
Yeah, but they'd also let everyone know.
Well, yeah, that was annoying to me, but I was like, what if I just turn mine off and I don't tell anyone and I just leave them off forever? And that's exactly what I've done.
My stepmom gets real mad at me because my read receipts aren't on.
Neither am I. Are they?
No, yeah, yours are.
Really?
Yeah, but mine.
Oh, it's a new phone. Oh, thank you for
They've
making me aware.
been on the whole time.
Really?
Every time you read one of my messages, I know.
Damn it.
Yeah, but you don't read them for incredibly long amounts of time.
No, that's the other thing.
But like mine haven't been on ever, like ever, and I don't know how to turn them on. Nor do I need to. Why would I want someone to know? I half
I
swipe
don't
on.
know
I'm a
why
half
mine
swiper on
aren't.
Snapchat. If I'm on
Same.
Snapchat, dude, I'm gonna see. I don't care
Yeah,
who
but
you
them
are.
Snapchat premium people, I
Yeah,
can see that now and I hate that.
yeah. I'm Snapchat premium people. I can see it. It's funny because like I'll half swipe and see that someone else is half swiping the same conversation to see if I read what they said.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they have like these little binoculars on and they're just like coming in from the side. It's so funny. But like if you're in there and someone's side swiping, it just like they pop up from the side with like big eyes. It's like a whole different animation if you're also side swiping.
I might have to invest in that.
It's like 99 cents a month. It's the cheapest subscription out there. And you can change your app icons, pretty sick. And you can change like all of your themes for everything, and like your record button, you can make it like a fucking galaxy that swirls all around. Mine's like this bubble. It's like chromatic. It's sick as fuck. You have money, bro.
Yeah, I know. I just like still sometimes think I don't. So like, actually not as of like recently, but like, yeah.
I mean, it's not good to like splurge on a ton of subscriptions, but Snapchat Premium, you'll be all right.
I really don't have that many, honestly. So yeah.
Yeah, I have like 4 that I need. Wait, hold on. Let me think about this, dude. If those Rocket Money people walked up to me right now, I'd be fucked. They're like, "How many subscriptions do you have?" Like, fucking, I don't know. I'd say like 4, and then they'd find out that I have like 37, because I probably do. Because I let a lot of stuff lapse.
Dude, you're lying.
What?
It's like $5 a month. Okay, still.
That's more than I thought. Maybe I got it on a discounted time. And maybe it's been charging me $5 since. I don't know. I don't pay attention. That's another reason I think I probably have 100 subscriptions, because just like $6 will come out of my account every day. It's just like $6, $5, $14.39 will come out, and I'm just like, and they just say
dude.
Apple.
Yeah.
They don't say shit else, and you can't figure it out.
Dude, I don't know about you either, but like I have like SoundCloud like Plus or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I have like some iCloud storage, and that's like, and then like iTunes Music. So like those things come out, but dude, they're never the same amounts, I swear to God. Especially the SoundCloud one, it ranges from anywhere from like $7 or $8 a month to like 14, and I'm just like, what's going on that like this is happening?
I don't know either. And also like my Disney Hulu bundle, I swear to God, I signed up and it was $17.99.
Oh, it's gone up.
It's
Yeah.
like $35 every month now.
That's interesting.
Or like 30.
You might be able to sign into mine and use mine because we're in the same household. I also
Yeah, but I have like no intention of canceling this because I don't
Yeah.
know how. And you can't do it like in Apple,
Mhm.
not wasting the energy. And I also use it so much, and also like several other people use mine. So like I'd be letting a whole crew of people down.
Yeah.
Disney doesn't give a fuck. They're like, yeah, you
Dude,
can sign.
I love them for that. Shout
Yeah.
out to Disney for that.
Fuck
because
Netflix for that shit.
Netflix needs to get a fuck. Okay, I will say though, like Like T-Mobile gives you the free Netflix account.
T-Mobile also gives you Disney and Hulu.
Yeah, but like, so I mean,
T-Mobile
it
is
doesn't really
fucking killing
bother
shit.
me
Just for a
that
second.
like the household thing, because everyone can just have their own. But like, yeah, T-Mobile is killing it.
T-Mobile's fucking murdering the game right now. Like
They give
they're
anyone
like,
Wi-Fi.
yeah, they're
They
like,
really
hey,
do.
everybody, we're gonna hook you up in any way that you need.
Yeah.
Like, you want 4 of the newest iPhones? You can have them all for $25 a month. Like, we
Yeah.
don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
you want
Take it.
$4,000 cameras in a perfectly upgraded, fully modern, best thing out iPhone? Yeah, no problem, bro. We got you. That's nuts. And oh, you want Wi-Fi mobily? No problem.
Wait.
You want all the streaming services? We got you. You want us to fucking walk your dog? We just might.
Call us up. If we got someone available,
I
we're gonna
guarantee
send them
you, if I
over.
call T-Mobile, I'm like, guys, I just can't file my taxes. They'd be like,
We got you.
Jared. And he'd like come in up from the back and be like, all right, guys.
He'd sit you down with like a big ass tablet, just like. Speaking of Netflix, though, so I was watching this video earlier about how. Okay, have you ever seen the Robin Hood with like, what's his name?
Like 2000.
Ish, yeah. No.
No.
In the beginning of that one, they say like something about tyranny and like they give the little speech.
Yeah.
If you remember. I can't remember exactly what they say.
I don't know, but I remember.
kind of need to like.
I remember the scene and the music behind it. Side note: I played basketball today
Wait,
at the
you
park.
should also grab me a water.
I
Please.
played basketball today at the park.
Thanks. Yeah.
With Zai, and found out just how important being hydrated is. Because we got up to like 7 points, and then my whole body was like, yo, you're not doing well right now. Like, I couldn't hear, I couldn't see. My fucking, like, all my muscles felt atrophied suddenly, and I just, like, was like, all right, we have to leave. We're gonna leave. Bye, guys. I stopped mid-game. I couldn't do it anymore. And I literally go to the gym every day. So I thought I would run into, and I work like a very physical job. Like, you would think that I would run into this, but basketball is different. Also in the beating sun, and also incredibly dehydrated. So I just chugged a bottle of water earlier. I just chugged another one, and I'm going to chug this one.
You're a lot better at drinking water than I am.
No, I'm not. This is it. This is me starting that. You're seeing it real time.
I feel like I always see you drinking water, though.
I guess I do consume as many liquids as I can.
Me too, though. Just not water. I have to be thirsty for it. That's how I know. Like, I'm dehydrated. But anyway, I found this quote. Okay, it says, in times of tyranny and injustice, when law oppresses the people, the outlaw takes his place in history. They took that out. They just took that part out of Netflix. In the US only. And there are several other movies with like quotes like that or like something related to capitalism
scared, bro.
and just took it out.
Nah, they're so scared of us.
Only in the US though.
Yeah.
Like,
because they're scared
being
of
so
us.
Blatantly obvious.
They're so scared of us just being like, wait a minute, we don't have to do this shit.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what we were founded upon, was fucking shit up whenever other people tell us what to do.
Yeah.
So like,
what are we doing?
Yeah, like honestly, what are we doing? Like, listen, this is not insurrectionism. I'm just saying, what are we gonna do?
What we're doing. It's just that everyone collectively is like, this is happening, and like we're just gonna lay low, and like maybe it won't affect us. That's what everyone's doing.
Everyone's doing that, except there's like a few that are just like gearing up, like they're getting ready, and it's most of the people in our town. Well,
probably
the ones who are like, actually no, it's not.
Dude,
the people in our town are doing the same thing. Also, they're just like drowning themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what the whole world's doing, if I'm being honest.
When shit hits the fan,
I'm going
home.
Yeah.
And I be barricading myself with the army.
Yeah, I've like so many plans of what I would do.
Dude,
at
yeah,
home.
I'm honestly like anticipating it. Like
I actually
I'm
have
excited,
a full
I think.
plan that I made with Brandon. Like, we are going to take
Yeah.
over Mahaffey Hardware. Like, we're literally going to go there.
Great position.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's a
I'm in.
gun store, a
Yeah.
hardware store, a gas station, and a restaurant.
Well, it's closing now. I don't know if you knew that. There's an
Okay,
apartment above it.
even better.
Yeah.
Even
It's gonna be
better.
cleared out completely.
Fuck.
It does ruin a bit of it for you. I'm sorry.
Well,
but-
it's okay. We can just rob people's houses. Everybody has guns,
Yeah.
so we can just rob people's guns.
Dude,
And it's old people. Like, yes,
Yeah.
they have guns, but they're old people still.
they
Like,
don't need that many guns.
they can't stop me. Like, I am faster than you. You're 80 and unhealthy. I'm not. I'm gonna take you out and get your guns. The world is ending. I gotta do what I gotta do. Like,
I kind of hope it happens.
at that point, bro, morality has to fucking be not the top priority anymore.
yeah.
Like,
I'm
we are
like-
animals again.
My parents, they're just gonna get like locked in a bedroom, and me and the twins are gonna run shit. Because we have a literal compound. It goes my house, like my house is here, Nana's house is here, my uncle's house is here. Literally form a triangle. Like, we have a compound. We have clear supply routes from one house to the other. We got house down
Yeah.
the hill too. Like, I'm fucking ready. My neighbors, the ones I don't like that live by me,
Dude,
first
low
ones,
key,
dude,
I don't
robbing them
know.
blind.
I might have to join you because you're on the
No,
top
you
of the
should, on
hill.
top of the
You're on the
clear
top of the hill.
view
You
of
have a
all
compound.
surrounding- Yeah,
Yeah. No. I'm gathering. I will be a hunter-gatherer, and I will come back to the
bro.
compound.
And
Yeah.
we have, dude, and we have so many cars to choose from at my house. And there's a
Yeah.
camper there now. The twins and I were actually talking about, like, incorporating the camper into this, like, while it's there, just in case. Because
Yeah.
things are getting rowdy. We got a 4-wheeler. My uncle
Well,
has
also,
side by
dude, like,
side.
I'm robbing people's RVs. Like,
Yeah.
I'm committing so many crimes. Like, Grand Theft
Dude.
Auto, I will
We're
burglarize
sending
any
you-
house.
Well, Cooper and Carson have their bike now, but we're sending you to Uncle John's. You're grabbing one of his bikes, bro. We got you
Have to.
and one twin on the bike, me and the other twin in the Bronco, bro. Like, we're owning the street like we're a tank rolling down
I'm
there.
stealing someone's RV and just fucking spikes. Just
Yeah.
spikes all
Yeah.
over that bitch. And just fucking, like, those things, the spikes on the wheels. Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing whatever I can to make sure you can't get near that thing unless you, like, are me or the people who
we
are
could
supposed to
even
be in
like
it.
set up, like we could set up
Or a
you
big
in a
truck.
spiked out RV across the hill from my house, like the top of that knob.
Yeah.
We would literally have that area covered, and we could put Brandon in
Dude, I'll
another
just
spiked
make-
RV on the back side of the
Oh
knob
my
to watch
God.
the entire. Dude, no one's coming near
Dude.
us. No one's coming near us. They're
And
gonna
we
have
could
to
just
be
make-
airborne, and we're hearing or seeing them
We
coming.
can make, like, herbal remedies. Dude, we gotta get Connor on our side.
Oh.
Connor,
Hunter
John,
and bro.
John, Connor, not
They could
not what you're
send
thinking. Not
in-
John Connor, but
They
John
could literally
and Connor.
They would have to send in like
Alec,
so many people. Yeah, dude, fucking.
dude, oh, bro, we're fucking set. Like, we're so set.
like
we're
we're getting.
we're
gone.
surviving. We're thriving.
thriving,
We're
dude. Are
thriving.
you kidding me?
Yeah,
Like, we'll
dude.
have the town barricaded and like locked down in a matter
No
of
time.
hours.
No
Like,
time.
Yeah,
And honestly,
a
like,
perimeter
bro,
set.
the times are not set for it, but like we get to the times where you can start conquering again. I'm gonna start conquering.
We're conquering.
Like,
the
I'm
shit
gonna
out
start
of stuff,
conquering, and
bro.
I'm gonna be, yeah, I'm gonna be fucking holding up
What
with
we
the
need
squad.
to do though is squad needs to conquer one area, and then squad needs to break into groups, conquer
Yeah.
other areas, so we have supplies
Yeah.
to other areas. Dude,
And the way we would do it, obviously, is we would just hit a perimeter around a big
yes.
area we'd want to get, an
Yeah.
area that's difficult to get. We get around it. We
Mhm.
already have that. We
Yeah.
just work in. You're
Yeah,
surrounded
dude.
by us,
Yeah.
and like, if you either join or get fucked up, like, that's just the way it is, bro. It is end times. Like, I don't give a fuck about no morality or good people shit. Like, I'm trying to survive and make sure that my people are good. If you're gonna make sure that happens too, join. If
Great.
not, I'm taking you out.
Yeah,
I'm taking you out. Like, it's just the way it's gonna be.
I'm so ready for it. Like, I'd be ready if it happened tomorrow. I'd be so set.
Oh,
Speaking
dude.
of, especially
Itching.
with my fucking Navy SEAL fucking training I've had going on in my mind. Like,
Dude, elaborate.
Okay, last night, I don't even know, like, how this happened. Like, I can tell you exactly how it happened, but I don't know what came over me to, like, pursue this for the past, like, 12 hours straight. But I was gonna read. I think I told you I was gonna read.
Yeah.
Or, like, you said goodnight or something, and I was like, all right, time to read. Got
Yeah.
my book. And I was just like, oh, the light's off. And even though I have a light to, like, you put on the book to read, I was like, ah. Got on TikTok. First video, I shit you not, like, first video that came up was this guy, Sean Ryan, I think is his name, like a podcaster, but he talks about, like, politics, he talks to, like, a lot of war vets and, like, stuff like that, and it was this one Navy SEAL, Rob McPhee, I think is his name, or something like that. McPhee's his last name, I know that much. And he was just, like, a former Navy SEAL, and he was talking during, like, Saddam and, like, Osama bin Laden and, like, that time. So
No.
they're just, like, chatting it up, and I got so into it. He's, like, talking about these missions like it's the coolest thing ever, and saying the most insane thing about, like, how they're just, like, out killing, like, all these people every night, like, trying to find these dudes, and, like, I don't know. I proceeded to watch videos about that until a solid, like, 2:30 in the morning. And then I was like, I'm ready.
Don't let her
To
fool you.
become a
She's
Navy
been watching
SEAL.
them all day, too.
Yeah, all
Like, all
damn
day
long.
today as well.
And I had, like, no idea. Keep in mind, like, I do have, like, a lot of family in the military, but, like, the Marines is, like, as serious as it got.
Mismo. Same.
Yeah. So, they're just, like, saying all this stuff. I have no idea what they're talking about. Right now, I guarantee you if you sat me down in the room with one of these guys, I'm gonna, like, get down to the lingo. Hey, shh. You need a phone. Like, I could get down to the lingo. I know it that well at this point.
You're fucking hilarious for that.
Well,
It's just like 12 hours of binging Navy SEAL TikToks, and you're like, dude, I could totally, like, go tit for tat with any Navy SEAL and all of their lingo.
well, like, do I think... Okay, when I say I could definitely, like, for sure do all that shit, no way I could do something.
No, I'm not
as,
saying
like,
Navy SEAL shit.
As far as, like, the stealthy part of it, though, dude, I'm a stealthy person.
Oh, you are
I
stealthy
sneak
as
up on
fuck.
everyone, not even on purpose.
I
Like,
can vouch.
I
Same,
would have
though, honestly.
thrived in that. Honestly, other than, like, the part that I'm very small, would have crushed it. But they're just, like, I could probably talk about the freaking Afghanistan and Iraq and, like, everything that happened over there in, like, the span of, like, 1998 to, like, 2016. Probably could chop it up with some people at this point, and I don't even know, but I don't, like, know about it. I just, like, I've seen enough videos that, like, I know what they're talking about now, and I, like, get the feel for, like, the conversation. But, like, I'd be saying shit and, like, not knowing what the fuck is up.
So you're
and they'd
saying
be
that
like,
you could pass for knowing what you're talking about.
For sure.
Okay.
Do I feel like I, like, next time I see Hunter or Connor, I'm definitely going to bring this up. I'm going to be like, all right. Because if I can keep up
Dude,
with
don't
Connor...
get either one of them started.
No, I love to. If I can, like, keep up with Connor, though, I know shit. Because that dude knows everything about the military. It's insane.
He does. He does. It's insane. What else were we going to talk about?
Well, I wanted to talk about...
There was some shit we already talked about that we're like, we should talk about this later. I can't remember what, though.
book stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to mention the swimming part that got into with the Navy SEAL thing. Because I was also thinking about... Because for a while, I was going to join the Navy. Like, I was literally, as soon as my record. I was like gonna pay to have it expunged faster. Like, you know how if you pay, they just do it.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, because I was like, I don't know what else I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So I was like gearing up for it, and I was watching all these videos, and they're like, it didn't look hard. Like, it really, I was like, oh my
The
god.
Navy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like boot camp, dude. Compared to
Dude,
like
I'm
other
saying
boot camps,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it probably isn't very hard.
No,
Like,
no. Like,
compared to
okay,
all of
it's
the other
definitely, like,
branches.
obviously, it's hard, but like if you're not like. If you're a little bit smart, you're like
Yeah.
gonna be okay.
Yeah, like you're probably gonna be
completely
fine.
So like, but I was watching these videos and like, so many people don't know. Go into the Navy, dude. You could join the Army. You could join any other branch. They're like, I'm gonna join the Navy. They don't know how to swim, or they can like barely swim, or they're terrible swimmers. Like, I'm just sitting there thinking like, I would embarrass all these people, and I would love to do that, but like, why are they here? Like, and you get like 2 or 3 tries.
Yeah.
At the swimming thing, and if you don't pass on like the first or second, they like give you extra swimming lessons.
You know, in lifeguarding classes, we did the tests that they do for Navy SEALs because
and I bet it was cake.
Dean wanted us to do it so bad.
Yeah.
And it was not cake. It was fucking hard. But I passed.
Yeah, as a kid.
Me and Brendan both passed at 16. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There was one other kid in class didn't pass. I won't say his name, but he fucking sucked. He just sucked at life. Like, poor guy. He also stole my shit, so not poor guy. Fuck you. But yeah. It's like, I feel like the swimming part is like probably one that I'll do way better than like the rest of it, to be honest.
Same.
Except the cold.
Same.
Pussy. I am a pussy when it comes to the cold.
That was another thing I thought about, like, in depth, because I was like, realistically, if you join the Navy, you're gonna be cold pretty often. Also, like, not, but like, yeah.
Also,
Whereas
like, you have to
Army,
know that you don't get seasick.
Cold.
You just have to like hope you.
But
like, how long have you been out at sea though?
Well, that's the thing. I've never been on a cruise because I just don't like the idea of it. So I was like, I would not. I could do it.
You're scared Titanic's gonna happen.
The thing is, like, I could do any of it. Like, realistically, like, I know if I just like do it, I'm at the point in my life where I've done enough things.
You can do anything,
like, yeah. Like, I can.
Like,
do
literally
it.
anyone
it's
could
just
actually do
how badly
anything.
do I actually want to do it?
Yeah.
That's what it came down to. Honestly, with me, every single time I almost joined the military because I was like, I could do it. It's not like I always wanted to do it because I felt like I needed to like prove it to people that I could do it. But I was like, I could do it. Like, no question in my mind. Any of them. Definitely would be tougher if I joined like the Army.
Because almost joined the Marines.
Of my size. Yeah.
I almost joined the Marines.
Army.
Well, dude,
like,
they try to get you, bro. The Marines will fucking track you down.
At Kerwinsville, they really did.
Bro, they caught me and Lincoln at the Clearfield Mall. Like, parked beside us, got out, and they're like, hey, are you Robert Jasper? I was like, yeah. Like, there's just 2 dudes in military uniforms asking me if I am my legal name, my full legal name. I'm like, yeah, I am. And he's like, oh, hey, man, like, we just wanted to talk to you. Like, we saw your ASVAB score, or whatever it is, the military thing. We saw your score, and it was great, and, like, we really want to, and, like, who are you? And he's like, well, I'm Lincoln. And Lincoln Guthrie. They're like, oh, yeah, you too. Like, you got a good score, too. Like, bro, they don't know that off top, but how do they know my name?
But that's the thing.
Then they said
they have access to all that information, and they get like promoted and stuff when they recruit. I know, because
Jared.
So they just fucking go, dude.
Because Jared he became it. Yeah,
he did.
But fucking they're like, oh well, like I'm like, well, right now we're like shopping, like we're a little busy at the moment, and he's like, all right, well, let's like have a lunch, like on us, like up at Dairy Queen. And me and Lincoln were like, yeah, like for sure. Like, lunch sounds great. Like, for free lunch, let's go. We're poor teenagers. Let's get some free lunch. And we like shopped and stuff, and we're like, are we going up there? And we're both like, no. Like, we're definitely not doing that. And we just didn't. And then like they came to our school later, and they're like, hey man, remember when we were supposed to have lunch? What happened there? I'm like, I didn't come. Like, like that's what happened. That's what happened. I didn't go. Like, was I contractually obligated to like how does it go when you talk to women? Like,
Yeah, for
like,
real, dude.
and then fucking, I'll say, bro,
Psycho about it.
also bad guy
Yeah.
in our school
Yeah.
all the time. Like this thing that he did to that one girl from Clearfield, I don't want to say her name.
Yeah.
But like, what?
Fucked up. Very fucked
And
up.
he was just in our school all the time, just sitting
Not
in the cafeteria.
surprised, though. He was always
No, he
fucking
was weird as fuck. Like this dude was like 5'3" and just like the most thumb-looking dude you've ever seen.
so annoying.
He actually looks like a real thumb. Like, have you ever seen Spy Kids?
Yeah.
If you have, you know what I'm talking about. That's him, except not buff. Just like tiny, tiny man.
Yeah, don't know how he made it.
Elven soldier. Anyway, but I almost joined the military because I went up to the base near the soccer field and did like a tour. And like got in all the machines and stuff. I was like, I could get used to this.
Right?
I was in a tank,
That's
and
how
I was
they
like,
get you.
all right, like I could get used to driving a tank and just blowing shit up. Like if I die in this tank, that's a warrior's death.
Yeah.
Like I was getting used to the idea, and then like I had John in my ear all the time, just being like, "You gotta die an honorable death." Like it's just like on his fucking. He literally just quotes military
Was
podcasts.
John just like, if I can't be an Army Ranger, I'm not going to be anything in the military at all?
He has like this foot problem.
Oh,
I'm
right.
almost certain that's like what it is, because he's a tank. Like he literally is the most fit person I
Yes.
personally know.
Same.
And so like, and I know some fucking really fit people. He's the most fit one.
Yes.
And so it's like, if anyone was gonna make it, it was gonna be him. And he wanted it so bad. It's all he talked about. It's all he did. It's
know.
all he trained for it
I
from
felt
like
bad.
14 up, and he just couldn't. Because of medical condition. But fucking best believe that draft comes through,
He's gone.
like I'm ineligible for the military because of autism. But if that draft comes, I am first on the list. Like,
Same.
so,
I'm gone, bro.
dude, not same. You're a woman. You're fucking fine.
Yeah, but I want to go.
I know you want to go.
So bad.
However, I don't. I don't want to die for some shit that is not real.
I mean, same.
I'm like, dude, at that time I was like, yeah, I want to go fucking die for my country. That's such a good thing to do. Now I'm like, dude, my country is evil.
Well, yeah,
Like,
actually, I don't even know.
These
if I
wars
would.
are not worth fighting. Like,
That was another thing that I thought about a lot. I was like, how much of this even matters?
did you know that the good guys won every battle?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Isn't that crazy? How that
Dude,
happens every single
but
time?
that's the thing. Like, the more of these videos I watch,
You're
like, the more
watching these
you
guys
hear-
talk about this
I'm
shit.
hearing them actually talk about it, and like,
Yeah,
okay,
we just took out the
granted-
dads if he looked anything like Saddam. We just
yeah. Like, granted, I understand that, like, once you make it and you're like a Navy SEAL and you've been a Navy SEAL
Quit.
for like a couple years and shit, or a Ranger, like whatever, you're a little bit like fucked in the head. You're a
You
little
have
bit
to
psycho.
be.
Like, no, but even like worse, like once you're in there, because then they all talk about it and they're like, we did not want to come home. No one ever says they wanted to come home. They were like, we wanted to stay there. It was the coolest shit all the time, every day, never wanted to stop. Like, ever. None of them ever wanted to leave. And
Can you stop, bro?
yeah, you just like hear about like how war actually goes, because a lot of the
Well, you know you
time-
can like watch the whole Ukraine war. It's
Yeah,
it's just on the
yeah.
internet.
Well, a lot of the time then though, like they were fighting or like training armies in other countries or like fighting alongside them.
Mhm.
Because like some of the guys were like, yeah, we like fought with these guys in like Palestine or like wherever
Yeah.
now, like Iraq or Afghanistan for like years. Like we trained them, like
Yeah.
they learned everything. So like, and then we had to leave them over there. So like,
Also, they left literally billions of dollars worth of military equipment over there.
yeah. Hey.
I don't even want to talk about that. That shit's fucking insane. That's insane.
I'm not surprised that we did that though.
Their whole reasoning was like it's more expensive to take it back than it is to like leave the assets.
Which is so true.
Is it though? Because like now,
Hey.
a whole bunch of people who shouldn't have tanks and Apache attack helicopters and like all these weapons have this
Stop.
shit now. They do have it. Like they're out there with our shit with like fucking shit spray painted on it, being like, wow, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't just like what's the cost of that?
Us going back over there with more stuff.
I don't know. Yeah, but
Basically.
like more blood.
Yeah, well, obviously. And that's like, they asked this one SEAL, like, if they thought it was worth it going over there in the first place. He was like, hey. He was like, no. Like, they're just like cliques. They don't have a government. Like, it's just like cliques of people running the country.
These dogs are fucking on one today.
Archie, don't let the full moon do this to you. Pull it together.
The full moon is fooling us all. Bandit, settle for last, buddy.
Can I interest you?
It's not a fight you're gonna win. Also, I don't know for sure that I'm ineligible from the for the military because of autism. I just assume that because like I've heard other people just being pushed away for less, like they're on like anxiety pills so they can't go.
Yeah, if
or some
you
shit like
take
that.
like any medicine
Well, I'm not on any
regularly-
medication, but like I am diagnosed with a ton of stuff and like have had like I've documented like I was on like antipsychotics. I shouldn't have been. They were experimental at the time. They didn't know they were antipsychotics. They thought they were ADHD pills and they're not. They're currently classified as antipsychotics. So it's like,
Yikes.
but if they look back and they're like, oh, he was on this medicine and that's an antipsychotic, he can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I just assumed that. But I don't know. But I guarantee you if there is a draft, they're going to get my ass and just be like, come on. And I'm going to be like, no, I'm not going. I am a draft. I will dodge the draft. Like I'm a pussy if I don't dodge the draft. That's insane. Like, yeah, I will fight my own military. Foreign and domestic, baby.
For real.
I fuck with what the military stands for and like the Marines and shit.
And what they do, but like
I don't know about what they do. That's what I'm saying. I fuck with what they stand for.
well,
I don't know if I fuck
is
with what
true
they do.
Because what they do is just what they're told.
They do what they're told. They follow orders to a T. And their orders are usually fucked up. Like, I don't know if this is just like me being out of the loop, but I feel like we're in the age where war does not need to exist. We have the resources to like literally fix the whole world.
It does not need to exist.
It doesn't. The only reason it exists is for profit. That's why.
Well, I saw this on another podcast about how you're gonna think this is funny about how like men are in charge of everything and they just like love war.
Yeah, and it also is so profitable.
Insanity.
Yeah, it is insanity, and that's why war is what it is. That's pretty much the whole reason it exists. That and also, dudes cannot stop swinging their dicks.
Yeah.
Dude, literally, our president and China's president just swung their dicks financially for like the last 4 months, and just like we were all just sitting here like, whoa, how is this gonna like affect us? Like, are we good?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, yeah.
It's fine.
Just hold
Don't
on.
worry about it.
Just chill out. I mean, they were right. Everything's fine now. But like, I wasn't so sure for a very long time, and haven't been for fucking years and years and years and years and years and years.
Dude, like our entire lives have been like
since like 2016. Like, which coincidentally is when Trump got elected the first time. But that was the last perfect year I remember.
Well, also like Trump did a bunch of stuff that undid a bunch of stuff that Obama did. And then Biden came in and undid all that stuff that Trump did and did a bunch of whack shit that just like didn't make sense.
I don't know what the
and
fuck. No one knows what Biden was doing.
No one knows what Biden was doing.
He was just in there and everyone was like, he should get out, right? And everyone's like, yeah. And he's like, nah, I'm fine, folks. Like, bro.
I don't know how he got in there in the first
I don't know how he got in there. I know how he got in there.
Well, yeah, but like.
But I don't know how he stayed in there. Like, that for 4 full fucking years. And literally was like, yeah, I'm going to run again for another 4 years.
He wasn't doing anything.
He's like, I'm going to run for another 4 years up until like the last month. Yeah. And then they're like, just kidding, Kamala. Hey, here, I'm going to give you all my campaign money. Like, that's fine. Like, I don't know. And then she still fucking lost in a landslide. like I really didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be close, but like, so I was mistaken. I was mistaken fully. I did not vote. None of it's real. Like, none of it's
never
fucking
voted
real.
in my life.
None of it's real. Oh, this entire conversation is just like basically hearsay because of, or not hearsay, whatever the word is. But like, I know that whole shit is just a play for us to like feel like we know what's going on. We have no clue.
Sit.
And also, stop. I feel like I've already said this on multiple podcasts already, but like, stop telling us about aliens. Like, either show them to us very vividly and clearly, or stop mentioning it.
Honestly.
But like, for real, dude, they're just like they're like blue balling us. They're like, hey, we have aliens, but you can't see them. Like, they're here.
Like,
they live in the ocean.
I feel like they want that to be like a side quest for us.
They do. They want us to look at stop doing that.
Yeah.
We know what you're doing. Don't do it anymore because we know.
Yeah.
It's not working. Like, pick a different thing. And like every 3 months, they're just like, hey,
remember the aliens?
Here's some more proof of that. Go crazy about this for a while. And then it's like, let's do a bunch of shit they don't know about back here. And like fucking maybe nuke Hawaii.
That's how they operate entirely, though. They just like throw us some juicy drama that everyone loves and the media can blow up. And then they just do some crazy shit in the background.
Do you know about the Maui wildfires?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Do you know about like...
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was like big into that for a while.
They did it to California, too.
Yeah, of course. Dude, did you see the like pattern that it burned in? That's like a chunk of land that they wanted to use to build a new railway.
Yep.
But yeah.
You know the trains like derailing last year?
Oh yeah,
Bro.
I forgot about that until now.
Listen to this. I figured this out myself. I didn't even see this on a video or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about it. It happened. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Yeah. It's in that place where it happened is where it happened. Where isn't it? Palestine, Ohio?
Yeah.
How ironic is that?
Something.
I'm pretty sure it is Palestine. I'm pretty sure it's East Palestine, Ohio.
Ironic.
It's very ironic. But like, so that happened, and I was like, all right, that's insane. Then I watched this movie called, I'm pretty sure it was called White Noise or something like that. Like, it's called White something.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what happens in that fucking movie and where it happens?
No way.
And guess when it came out?
When?
6 months before that happened.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. And it happens in that town.
Like on Netflix?
Yes. We can watch it.
That's crazy. We have to.
Yeah. I was watching it and I was like, why is no one on the internet fucking tweaking about this?
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
They put it out, told us it was going to happen. It happened, and no one posted it on the internet, or the people who didn't get pushed into the algorithm because it's entirely controlled.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I could keep going on about this in so many different aspects of every single fucking thing that they show us, but I won't, because hopefully you all know. Because it's so fucking obvious. It's so obvious. It's not even a secret anymore.
I don't know about you, but I feel like this is another reason that it makes me... It's like... Unless it's like I'm drunk and like an adultier adult than me is also drunk and we're just like chopping shit up.
Mm-hmm.
I like cannot have a normal conversation with them. At least most of my family members, because they just like don't live in the same world that I live in. Like...
I love my family. I do.
Love them to death, yes.
But
like,
they don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't care to want to find out. Yeah. They're like in their lives doing what they're doing and do not talk about that shit or I'll get weird. Like, that's how they are. Yeah. And like, that sucks because like I want them to know what's about to happen.
But also I feel like I'm just like saying some crazy shit to them.
It sounds crazy, but it's all verifiably but, like,
it doesn't sound crazy if we're just like sitting here talking about it, but like...
No, the thing is like when you're talking to your parents about it, it sounds crazy to them because they're so like...
Yeah.
They're so like, why would the government want to hurt us? I'll give you 1,000 trillion reasons, bro, that they would profit and benefit off of hurting you.
I can make a small list of reasons why
they wouldn't. Yeah. Way smaller list.
Crazy how that works.
Yeah. And like, but they just are not trying to hear that shit. Like, not at all.
No. And I just like I don't even try anymore unless it's stuff like we align. I will admit, now that my parents have TikTok, they like are starting.
They're
to
starting
get
to
it a
wake
little
up.
more.
That there is literally like a mass awakening happening. I hate
Yeah,
to
for
say it
sure.
like that specifically because of like the whole trend with that, but like people are realizing shit that we all as a human race should have realized a long time ago simultaneously. Like I am figuring out shit that my grandma and my mom and my sisters, who are 10 years younger than me, are all figuring out right now. And it's like life-changing principles and like bits of knowledge.
Like how the world actually operates.
Yeah. Yeah. That, and it's also just like how to operate.
Yeah.
Like
your mind.
yeah, like and like everyone is figuring it out simultaneously. Like all age groups right now figuring out the same set of things. And like it's weird. It's so weird to see like someone who has been a stubborn, stuck in their ways person their whole life be this person always.
Yeah.
And just like you whole time you're fucking like a different person all the time because you're trying to figure out who you are. And then you become an adult, and as you become an adult, they're like right where you are.
Yeah.
And they've been an adult for a long fucking time.
It just doesn't make sense.
It's not like on them.
No.
Because systematically, this is the way it had to be for the government to work the way it was going to work.
But it's like so aggravating at the same time.
I'm not saying that it's good that it had to be that way, but it had to be that way for the government to work the way it did. Yeah. For America to become what it is, that's exactly how they did it. They got all of us to agree on everything due to showing us what to believe. Yeah. Via newspapers, via TV, via now TikTok.
Dude, have you ever heard about John D. Rockefeller talking about like how school systems are set up?
Did he say that when you guys were chilling?
No.
I'm sorry.
But
no, sorry.
No.
What did you even just say?
John D. Rockefeller is who like did all the publishing.
It's been hanging from your knee for like 20 minutes. Did all the like
basically like curriculum for like how schools are going to be set up.
Oh yeah, he wanted a nation of workers, not thinkers.
Yeah, so like that's how our school system is set up, and no one's questioned it since. They're just like, also, we're going to keep doing this.
Also, it's set up exactly like a prison.
Yeah.
Except you can go home.
Yeah.
But like the cafeterias.
That's what it felt like.
Same cafeteria as the classroom, same type of like rooms that the prisons have.
Like everything was so like uniform.
It is white walls.
Especially, dude,
concrete white walls, one clock. They're all the same clock. They have to be the same clock.
Yeah.
You have one TV in every room, and it is a box TV on a weird hinge thing in the corner of the room. Or you have the roll-in TV. Dude.
Yeah, dude. And I was in uniforms, too.
Yeah, and you were in uniforms.
Everything was so much more strict. Like, at one point in time, dude, there's this whole thing when, like, skinnier, like, khaki pants came out. Like, when, like, that kind of style came out.
Trust me, I know exactly when that was, because I hopped on it immediately.
Well, that shit, like, if, like, teachers would come around, and if they couldn't fit a golf ball, like, up your pant leg, couldn't wear those pants.
For real.
Dead ass, dude.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, and I'd be like, dude, I literally was just like, I would stare teachers down, like, don't even fucking try me, because I had the tapered, and it wasn't even, mine weren't even, like, skin tight, you know, like,
dude, the girls in our school dressed fucking insane.
No, and I get that, but, like, we're already in a uniform, and, like, I get it, some girls were wearing, like, jegging ones like that, like, I get that, like, yeah, that's, like, shouldn't be there, but, like, mine and a lot of good dudes were just, like, tapered at the end, you know? And I'd be like, don't even fuck, because I got in trouble once, and I was like, listen, you think my parents are gonna go buy me new pants? I had these same pants all through middle school and high school. Never got new pants. They all had markers on the same part of the pocket. I had them, like, after high school, too. Like, same pants. I was like, you really think that if you send me home with a note that says I need to get new pants, my mom's gonna go buy me new pants? Because you are dead ass wrong, for one. For two, these are the kind of pants I like. These are the kind of pants I'm comfortable in. There's nothing else that I wear here besides the shirt under my button-down shirt that I get to decide about. So if you don't let me have my fucking favorite pants, like, I was ready to fight a war. Dude, anytime anything happened at that school where they tried to, like, tell us how shit was, I had a serious problem with authority. I would be like,
Yeah.
we're going to, like, I was, like, ready to get the signs out and start boycotting everything. Like,
Dude,
I
that's so
always
funny.
had, and sometimes I would do it, like, silently but very angrily, because people would be like, just, like, chill the fuck out. But I'd be, like, over in the corner, like, stewing. Like,
Bro, I've always been incredibly vocal in school because I've just been incredibly vocal, like, in general, my whole life. Like, if it doesn't, you've known me for long enough to know I don't
Yes.
ever shut the fuck up. But in school, I was an asshole, like a big one. Like, the shit you see me do at work sometimes, that was me all the time.
yeah.
And I was a smart ass, and the teachers fucking hated me. I was the kid they told every year. They're like, hey, just so you know, this
Yeah.
kid's coming. This kid is going to fuck your shit up. So just watch out. And I'd get into the classroom, and I'd be like, I'm going to be good in this class. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
going to chill. And they're like, you. And I'm like, all right. So I just have to, like, accept the fact that I'm blacklisted.
Yeah.
Fine. I will do that. But I'm going to be on the blacklist for a reason.
Same.
And I just caused chaos, like, all the time. And, like, also, they couldn't tell me shit because I was done with my work and had it all correct before everyone else, always. So, like, I just act the fuck out after I was done with my work because I was bored. Like, I'm not finna wait for everybody else to turn in their shit, and, like, I'm gonna do something. My mom gave me crossword puzzles to keep me occupied. It worked like a charm until they're like, the other kids are feeling kind of jealous that they don't have crossword puzzles. And it's like,
Insane.
fucking get some then.
Yeah.
Like, you pussy ass. Like, I'm poor, all right? I
Yeah.
still found a way to get crossword puzzles.
Yeah.
So, like, you can figure it out. I promise.
Yeah.
Or not crossword, but word searches.
Yeah.
I'll do them crazy at word searches. Put any word search in front of me, I'm finding everything in 10 minutes. I promise. Like, you can put 100 words on there in front of them
Yeah.
all. I'm crazy at it. But I loved them, and they took it from me, and I was like, word. I'm gonna be insane now. Like, I will be worse. I promise you. You did this. I'll show you what happens if you don't let me have my word searches.
Yeah.
And I would just, like, I don't know, just be cracking jokes. The teachers would be like, Ben, stop talking. I'd be like, or what? Like, dude, I was an asshole. I was such, like, literally what you see at work, but on fucking 10. Like, and I was like, every disciplinary way, I was maxed out, like, all the time. And they're just like, fuck, like, what do we do with this kid? I had a TSS. Like, I had a person who followed me around to make sure I was good, like, for most of elementary and middle school.
That's insane.
I was a heathen, bro. Like, you would never guess it being around me now, but, like maybe you would after being around me for a long time, but, like, dude, I was a problem. And, like, I got kicked off the bus 1,000 times because I would just, dude, on the bus, you could tell me shit, dude. I was with, like, 30 other kids my age. I happened to just be the funniest one, dude. And the bus driver just hated my guts, but it was one chick who had to focus on the road.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Not shit, except write me up, and then I get kicked off the bus. So I just, like, had to operate under that threshold for, like, most of the time, but I failed a lot. And, like, she just kicked me off the bus all the time. This one time, she was like, he's flipping over the seats, so I had to write him up. I was like, I was not doing that. Like, I wasn't. Like, I have done that, but I wasn't doing it that day. Like, you're lying about that. And my parents were like, all right, like, usually I know when you're lying. I don't think you're lying, but, like, we'll go to the bus barn and we'll watch the video that she said you did it on. And I was like, okay, sweet. Like, I'm down for that. This will prove my innocence. We get there, and sure enough, bro, I'm fucking flipping over the seats. Like, I'm going wild. Like, this was a damning video. But, like, whole time, my parents are looking at me like, we trusted you.
I hate when that happens.
Like, we literally came here on some fuck shit because you said you didn't do it, and now we look like idiots.
Yeah.
So they were mad at me, and, like, whole time they're talking to me, saying this to me in front of the person who's showing us the video. Whole time the video's still playing, and it shows. I'll beep that out, but, like, it shows him coming up to my seat looking at me, and then just beating the shit out of me. Like, just fucking, just
God
wailing
damn.
on me, beating the shit out of me. And my mom's like, what about that? And my stepdad's like, he's going to get written up for flitting up receipts, but he can just do this. And he's like, well, this is, it has been a week since, we've seen this. So, like, we can't really, give him any discipline now. I was like, but you're going to write him up for flipping the
Yeah.
seats a week later. That's why we're here. Like,
Yeah.
you still haven't done it yet. So, yeah.
Did you get written out?
Yeah. Yeah, I got kicked off the bus for a week.
That's insane.
And he got nothing. He got nothing.
hate that.
Literally, when I came back on the bus, I went and fought him because I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm done getting my ass kicked. I'm done looking like a pussy. Like, this dude is going to stop. And he was my 3 doors down neighbor, too. So he bullied me in school and at home. And, like, I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm gonna take him out. I'm going to do it today. And he's always been so much bigger. He's currently bigger than me. And I'm fucking giant. Like, he's huge. Like, even today, like, I could go get my lick back. No, I can't. Like, he'll still kick my ass the same way he used to. But I go up to him, and for some reason, my initial strike was a kick to the shin. Like, I walked up to him, I was like, like, that's what I did. And he was just like, grabbed me and threw me, like, down the hill. And I was like, fuck. And I got up and, like, started running back up toward him. And someone else grabs me from behind, like grabs my arms and, like, holds them behind my back. And Jack just comes up and just starts just beating the shit out of me. The worst it's ever been. Just beating the shit out of me. And then the person holding me turns me around, throws me on the ground, gets on top of me, and starts beating the shit out of me too. And, like, also older than me, bigger than me, stronger than me, but never been on a JB song with me. Anyway, I get up and I'm like, I gotta fight you both? I can't. I'm leaving. And I was like, I just ran away. I was like, fuck, man, I can't even tell the teacher about this because I started that. Like, I went up and was like, yo, I'm gonna get my vengeance, and then didn't. Like, I got my ass handed to me yet again. I was like, man, fuck. Like, I don't think I could ever win a fight. And so I just, like, kept getting my ass kicked for years. And then I went to Punk City, got my first fight that I actually fought back in. I didn't get hit in that fight. He swung at me. I dodged. I was like, didn't know I could do that. Hit him, and he started bleeding and crying. And I was like, oh, I feel so bad.
It's
and
crazy once you know you can dodge.
Once you know you actually can fight back, if it's not a person double your size, changes everything. It changes everything because, and even if they are double your size, you can do way more than you think.
I've tried to fight like men.
I one time accidentally had to fight this guy who was bigger than is, but he was drunk as fuck. I will say that. I was also drunk, but not as fuck. He was trying to fight Isaac because Isaac was helping his brother off the ground because he had just got fucked up, and so he comes up being like, oh, what are you doing to him? And just, like, fucking, like, grabs his hoodie and, like, yeets him back. And I'm like,
the fuck?
No. And so I, like, go up and I'm like, dude, you can't do that to him. He pushes me and I fucking fly back. Like, I go back like 4 feet and just, like, fall on my ass. And I was like, all right, bitch. And I get up and I just go up and I push him back and he falls over, like, so easily. I was like, yo, the bigger they are. I didn't know that. It was true. Like, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. He fell no problem. And then me and Isaac just got on top of him and just started beating his ass.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then his brother came over. He's like, yo, what's happening? Like, the guy that Isaac was just helping. He's like, what? Like, what happened? And I was like, dude, he started beating on Isaac. And Isaac's like, he didn't even hit me, dude. And I was like, Still, like,
it looked like it.
It didn't look good, and I was like, "We're fucking leaving." And, like, that was the only time that I drove. I was just a little bit drunk, but we had to go. Yeah, we had to go.
There's no other option. Though.
Also, getting pushed by that big boy sobered me up a little bit because I was like, "Oh, I'm filled with rage. Like, I am full adrenaline. There's no anything else in my body except rage. You will receive it. I'm coming at you with it."
Yes.
Yeah.
On a silver platter.
Yeah, and then I realized that I could do a lot more damage than I thought I could to, like, people who aren't as strong as me, and that is a scary thing, like a super scary thing, and I don't like violence. After having done things,
but I don't like my biggest thing is I'm not about to get, bro. I do not like being hit. because it fucking hurts.
It
like
does hurt.
in any capacity, I'm not trying to get hit.
But I
So,
got
like,
my ass
I'ma
kicked my
do-
whole childhood, so I can take a lot
Yeah.
of hits. Like, I know how to
I
take
mean,
them so they hurt less.
I can take a hit, but like I just straight up don't want to. Like that is one
I'm not
thing.
saying it's fun.
I will do anything in my power to not get hit. So like I remember when my mom would like still try to like smack us or like hit it, like wooden spoons were her thing. Sorry, Mom, for this, but I remember like I figured out because I got in trouble in like elementary school for like beating kids' ass, but like it was literally just because I'd be like peer pressured by my guy friends to like beat them up for sucking at football, and then I would, and then it'd be like I would get in so much trouble for like beating up a dude. But
Be honest, you wanted to beat them up, bro.
no, I did, especially like one specific kid. Like I love beating his ass, but anyway.
That one you were telling me that you were just like punching in the stomach.
Dude, like going to town. I like blacked out, I think. But I always fight dudes too. Like I don't know why, but like anyway, my mom went to crack me one time and I just like caught her hand and I was like I always played sports, was always outside. Like I was like pretty strong for a kid, like as a kid. And she just like looked like at my hand and like back at me and was like, oh shit. And I was like, you're done hitting. Like this is the last time. I was like, I'm done taking a spoon to the ass for shit. But also like when I started going to like parties and like would get and it would always be dudes. It would always be like, do you know what's his name even? Jalen Kushner.
I don't, but I already know this story.
Yeah, dude, I just like if I had a little bit of alcohol in me, like I would go up to anyone and just like because I knew me walking up to any dude, they're obviously most of them, unless they're like whoever, like they're not gonna think I'm just gonna walk up to them and like punch them in the face. And even if it's like not the most like insane punch to the face they've ever had, like I knew how to punch, so it hurt. Like at least. Or like so yeah, that was always my tactic. I would just be like, hold my beer. And I would walk straight in a line up to dude and just rail him in the face. And then their first instinct, typically, other than like, there have been dudes who have like tried to fight me back, but
can I hit you a big again?
Yes. Most of them, I'm like a foot shorter than, way smaller. They're not gonna hit me back. So like I can wail on them for a minute, and
that is an insane tactic. I'm not gonna lie.
And even like okay, at the end of the day, like it probably didn't hurt them as much as like a dude beating on them like that. But like at the end of the day, I still like left a mark of some sort, and it still like did something. But everyone would always be like, "Bean, like why would you do that?" Because I was never like that. Like I was not known as like a violent person.
They don't know deep down
in those times, but like
deep down you desire
dude, there were like
pain
during that time frame
bringing the pain
that we're like speaking of, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was my most violent. Like I had never been. I would be violent in like private, but I was never, other than like elementary school. Okay, now that I think about it, like. You're
just a violent person.
I would lash out. I always did, but like I never did it like that in like that capacity. I was just breaking shit all the time. Like I punched several dents in my car and I didn't think I could do that. Like the first time I did it, I just like went up and punched it as hard as I could.
You ever punch a hole in the wall and you're like, oh,
dude,
it's so easy. No, I did not know that.
A whole like wall in my room that was covered in posters because my parents knew there were like 2 holes there, but there was like 8. And when I moved out of that guest house at my Nana's, the whole wall that was like tilted, like this way, covered in holes, bro. And I remember we went up there to clean, like my Nana and I, one time, my dad, and they were like, my dad was like, wonder how all these damn holes got here. And Nana was like, how did these holes get here? And I'm just like, because dude, in that place specifically, there were so many, and I did like nothing to hide it, like whatsoever.
God,
I
bro.
fucked up so much shit there, and I just like did not care. But yeah,
I
I was very.
I was walking
rageful
up the
and violent.
stairs at my house one time, and there was already a hole in the wall from another individual, and it wasn't me, and it was taped over. And as I was walking up the stairs, I just got like I was so angry. I was in an argument with somebody, and I was just like "fuck" and just like punched
Through the
right
tape?
through that. Not that hole. I punched another
Oh.
hole right beside it. Just like right through it.
Yeah, that might be worse.
So hard. And the person I was arguing with who created the first hole was like, the argument was over. Like, it was like, oh.
Instantly.
It was like, oh. And we just kind of laughed about it because, like, I don't know, just like the idea of there being two fist holes in the same spot of the house, like, because of, like, I'm pretty sure it was the same argument. Like, it was another time we were having the same argument.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, and then we just taped it. Like, apparently, like, that was okay. It was so weird with my parents because, like, big shit would randomly be, like, fine. But, like,
Yeah.
all the small shit was the
Not fine.
biggest deal in the world and would, like, lead to my doom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whenever Cece was meeting me for money that one time, I did probably the most damage I've ever done to a human being. And I literally felt like a monster for so long. Like, I literally haven't hit a person since then. Because I'm fucking scared of it. Not because oh, I'm such a monster I could hurt anybody, but like because of how bad I hurt him specifically. And because I didn't like my body didn't stop me being like, hey, this is too much, you know?
And like you either way, like you feel a little bit bad about it after. Like,
Well, I do, but I know some people who go for like, I'm gonna do as much damage as possible every time I fight people. And I'm gonna seek out people to fight. I have a friend in Missouri who's like that. He just like, he will grab metal weapons and crack your head open in the hopes that you do bleed out and die.
That's
in every fight. Like, that is his goal, is to do as much damage as possible. And it's like, bro, that's another reason. It's like, I don't want to fight somebody like that who's just like, I don't know. Like, if I fucking slip or something,
like accidentally.
if I slip or something and I'm down on the ground and they're just in a good position to end my shit and they are willing to do it, like, that is not, I don't know.
I don't want to be there.
Also, nobody wants to fight nowadays either. Like,
no one fights anymore.
They're just fucking.
That like, used to be like we used to play in that shit. Do you remember like boxing?
Yeah.
Hey, he probably does need to go out. We're almost done, homie, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to like have a party specifically to like fight at.
Like at the fucking the hill.
Yeah.
And at my house, there were so many boxing matches at my house. Do you remember when M and Z fought outside of my house? That was insane because
I wasn't there.
They both let each other just across, like, literally stood like this and just fucking went in on him, laid in, hook, ate him. And then he's like, all right, now let me do that to you. And he did. And he just fucking ate him. And I'm like, and then they fought. And they like really got into it. And at the end, they were like, oh, that was crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's insane. Normally, though, that's not how those fights go. Like, normally there's bad blood to begin with. Sometimes it does end and it'll be like, all right, like, sick. Or someone gets knocked the fuck out, which is usually what happens. Yeah. Because, like, most of them have glass jaws and big mouths. Like,
yeah.
Have you ever knocked somebody out?
No.
I did one time. I was scared that I killed them.
But that would make me
they got up like 30 seconds later, but I was like, I hit them like in this part of their head, and they just went stiff and fell back, and I was like, oh my fucking god,
instant death.
Yeah, I literally thought I insta killed him, but he got up. Okay. And he was like, yo, I'm sorry, man, and I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, are you okay? Because he also did not fall. He fell on gravel like that. He fell straight back onto gravel. Like, his head was bleeding and shit. Look at the back of his head.
Oh, dude, blood in the head. That's why when you had blood in the head, I was like, fuck. You gonna go potty? Yeah. Well,
All right, we probably ought to wrap it
we
up.
probably
huh?
won't have. I hope the next one isn't that eventful. This eventful.
What?
I hope
Oh.
I don't have it. We don't have as much.
Yeah. I mean, it won't be the fucking
moon will
moon, and it won't be fucking us up in the dance. But all right.
I'm spilling them beans. Oh, yeah. I'm spilling them